studied at the University of Birmingham. I lived in residence. I took 3 courses, 2 in history and 1 in English. And that was nice because they were all about British history and British literature, and I was in England.
I took some courses on underground surveying, also in utility surveying and management. So that deals with the underground pipelines, electrical wires, and different septic systems in the city of Hong Kong.
We spent 3 months in Malawi working in a clinic, Kauma Village Clinic, and also at a guidance center.
During our days at the clinic, we would see mums and babies and mainly focus on growth monitoring and just health promotion.
While I was in Malawi, I worked for a charity called Butterfly Space, which was used as both a hostel as well as a community outreach center.
We were in England on the south coast, and we were taking similar courses to what we would be at home. It was called exercise science.
I had an internship in Germany through the UMB co-op system. So I worked in various places in Germany, based out of Baden-Württemberg, one of the states.
I was fortunate enough over the summer of 2014 to take part in an international internship where I went down to Ecuador in order to learn some hands-on experience from a human rights NGO.
I would say the biggest benefits were reflection throughout the time I was there. So some of the hikes I was able to go on, just because of the geography and the way the city's laid out, were pretty eye-opening.
Even though there was the language barrier, we still found a way to communicate. We learned a little bit of the language. It was just a lot more hands-on.
Yeah, and it was we could pull from our practice here that we were able to learn, and we developed a lot of relationships, which carried us far.
I can say for sure that my passion has been a little bit more solidified since my experience. I know kind of where I like to go forward and what I'd like to pursue in the future.
You learn a lot about yourself, and you learn exactly how you need to adapt and what to plan for, and to think about everything you can, and really just trust your instincts and be able to be confident in what you're doing, and that's a huge thing.
I went into it really interested in Europe and England and kind of the European continent, and I came out of it really interested in the rest of the world.
I was hoping to really be able to take what I learned in the classroom and apply that sort of in the field, I guess you could say, while in Malawi. I think, it's important to learn the theory. However, being able to actually do the experience and learn experientially was very important.
I don't like being in one place all the time, so I thought I would go away and experience different university, different culture.
I really wanted to have a good academic experience, a different academic experience than is offered here, and I also wanted to go explore the world and get out on my own.
The most significant thing I learned was self-reliance. So by being self-reliant, I was able to use the resources I had and the people around me in order to achieve goals that sometimes would be pretty hard.
When individuals go abroad, at times they think that, we're going there to provide perhaps Malawians with the answer, with the key, the solution to what they're facing. But in turn, it's really us who comes away with most of the learning.
We went and we were the ones who were changed. We got the new perspective. We learned new things. We learned how to communicate and became more culturally aware.
And it's they who really taught us what's valuable, and they teach us about their culture, their way of life, and they teach us about ourselves.
One of the most significant things I learned was just the challenges that are faced by refugees living in Ecuador. I was able to go into refugee communities in Guayaquil, Ecuador, and so you really learn firsthand the many issues that they face.
Living abroad taught me to adapt. Anything that came my way, you had to find out for yourself. There's no support network of family or friends sometimes in a different place, so you need to learn to adapt, use your resources, talk to people, plan ahead.
Anyone who's considering this program as an option for themselves, I'd say it's an incredible opportunity to not only learn about cultures, about languages, but also just about the many challenges that people face around the world on a day-to-day basis.
It made me more confident in my skills and my abilities, and I feel that anyone who would go and do this or a similar experience would also come out feeling that way.
100%, yeah.
Just do it. What do you have to lose? I mean, at this point in your life, it's so much different than any other point in your life. When you're older, you have a family, you have roots, you have a job. You have vacation days, it's going to be hard to go over there and do what I got to do. With you're younger, you're never going to have the opportunities because you're too young to go. But at this point in your life, it's a different experience.
I would say, why not? I mean, what is it that you have to lose? And for me, it provided me with direction to my future, my ambitions. It allowed me to know who I am, more so as an individual, who I'd like to be for my community, and what role I want to play in this world.